Start every video with a smile. All right, part two, much longer video, second video for 2000. Actually, truthfully, it's the third video because the weigh-in video is actually the first video. Man, I gotta retitle that. Oh my God, bro. How is water hanging off the side of the cup? Are we really on a planet or are we somewhere else? Freaking water's just hanging off the side. Weird. A lot of strange occurrences. Alright, so we can close out this. Fredrick 24/7 365 is my blogger. I don't know what this is. Entrepreneur, blogger, whatever page it is. Just blogger. Blogger page. What I wanted to do is my actual Facebook page is Fredrick Indigenous Exile. I have 4,615 friends. This is my oldest Facebook page. Actually, it's my first Facebook page. And I'm slowly getting people I don't really know off that page. And I want to change it to people who support me and support me in my journey. So if you would like to send a friend's request, of course, I'm going to scrutinize you like crazy. That means I'm going to go back and look at the videos and see if you've subscribed to my channel, see if you commented, and you tell me. And some people have already started the process. They'll say, hey, I'm such and such from YouTube. And then I know who they are because as anyone who really follows me know, I try to comment a lot. You know, I think a good YouTuber tries to reach back out. Remember, I'm just a person like you. You know, if it goes that way one day that I'm blessed economically and blessed famously, what does that mean? If I want to leave a legacy that when I take my last breath, I know I can say, you know, Father, take me, mission complete. You know, I just have a different mindset about stuff. But, you know, it's all this is about reaching out and helping others. If you like what I do, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, share with others. Share on your Facebook, send your friends, hey, look at this guy. This is what he's doing. I'm showing people an alkaline vegan lifestyle. I'm struggling to go all the way into it. So just like the millions, remember this, if not billions of people who struggle every day, I'm just one of you. That's all I am. I'm not super educated, not super wealthy, not really anybody, just a person. And I pray that the Creator use me accordingly unto my last breath. And I'm thankful at that moment, and like I'm thankful at this moment. So that being said, I post everything to my Facebook page, you know, because I'm trying to get likes, subscribes, and, you know, people comment. And I'm slowly clearing out, you know, riffraff. You know, people who, I go to people's pages and look what they've been posting and what they talk about, and I make a judgment call. Look, that's their life and that's their journey. Anybody who knows who Tommy Sotomayor is, I used to be a good friend of him on YouTube. Just love watching his stuff, send it to everybody. Not really a friend, you know, YouTube, you know. And I just woke up one day and say, this dude's a little bit too negative in general. I mean, he tells a lot of truth about sisters, you know, because I am black man, even though I'm light skinned as hell. But you have to give a solution. You cannot just point out a problem and give no solution, no answer. You don't leave a person in dismay. When you leave a person in dismay, you're leaving them in negativity, and leaving them in negativity, the problem keeps on generation to generation. And what Tommy doesn't understand is how this quantum reality this matrix that we're in works. You die, and this is gonna, hey, some people's religious beliefs are gonna be stumped on. You come back. That this is your purgatory, your hell, it could be your heaven, until you get it where you can move on. And because I don't believe no creator of mine is going to send you after one lifetime here, because you could be born in the ghetto and go pot smoking mama, crack smoking mama, drug dealing father, and you don't have a chance in hell. I mean, let's get real. You know, let's go to the so-called Messiah, Jesus, Yahshua, Isa. I mean, look at how he came up and how his struggles were. I mean, this is 2,000 years ago. So Muhammad was illiterate, was taught in a cave by the angel Gabriel. I think I knew about that. You know, to who Buddha was. I study universal. You know, I don't stop in isms. I study everything and analyze until I take my last breath, cradle to the hereafter. So the sister asked me, well, what is your spiritual beliefs? Can you quantify God? Can you describe the Creator? Can you describe who you serve? How is that possible? When God is everything in and out. When God is all around you and everything you see, everything that is and will be is that being. How can you say who you serve? That's, you call him a name, you know, this name or that name. You speak English now. This is a bastard English that we speak. Look, my friend David get on here, man, and that's going to a whole different thing of my show topics that I want to start. And that was always the agenda, was to push toward that. But I don't want to go too deep into religion because it's going to hurt people's feelings. But there is a creator. There are prophets, messiahs, and saints that come on the behalf of that creator, that serve that creator, that don't serve themselves. One of the most misquoted servants is the Son of God. And it is misquoted so many times in biblical, you know, where the disciples say in the name of Jesus, but Jesus never said in the name of Jesus. He always said you follow the lost books, the laws of Moses, and you do God's will. But like I say, this is Sunday and I shouldn't be talking like this, but it's coming. 2017, I'm letting it fully loose, you know, because people need to hear it and people need to start waking up. I post a lot of other stuff on my page, which I'm about to post some very controversial in a minute on my regular Facebook page. But I don't hate anybody, you know. I'm a half white, half black individual. I don't hate white people. I don't hate black people. I don't hate Asians, Latinos, Hindus, Indians, Native Americans, Eskimos, Martians. First Martian president. Anybody know what that means? I don't hate anybody. If I don't like you, I get away from you. I try to stay as far away from you as possible. But you're learning, they're learning, we're all learning together here. We're all part of that same collective. So I don't know what got them to that level, but who says I wasn't on that level at one point? Who said I wasn't the most feared and hated being on this planet at one time? So, you know, I'm going deeper into who I am and how I think. So that may push people different directions. So be it. So be it. The biggest thing is about getting in health. And health is mental, physical, and spiritual. Your soul is a gift and you want to nourish it. And for 13 years, I have not been. And I'm back to that point of focusing. So that being said, I'm not trying to stomp on anybody's religions or practices, because if it helps you, it helps you. Who am I to tell you not to do anything? But the truth that I've studied and the things that I've seen have molded my reality. You know, my father was a Baptist minister. You know, my adopted father, who I knew as dad for 26 years of my life before I found out the truth, and then another 5 years after that. So, you know, he was a Baptist minister. I had to go to church every Sunday until I was about 18. And then I was like, nah, man, this is crazy. This guy is, he's a devil throughout the week and hooping and hollering on Sunday. And even as a young man, I knew better. You know, my father-in-law divorced from my ex-wife, or he never even communicated with me. Never communicated. I was just looking for somebody. I had just lost my mom earlier that year before when I got married, which I should have never got married. And he never talked to me. Deacon in his church, mentored me, was more of a father figure than my father when stuff happened between, and I don't know what his daughter went and told him. You know, I don't know if she said I was beating on her or whatever. I know what I was doing. You know, I was losing my mind. My mother, my support system had left. And my father was the most negative person in the world to be around. I mean, dude started manipulating the facts from day one. Yeah, I paid all the bills. No, my mom was a 80+% breadwinner in the house. Starting when I was about 12 or 13, we stopped getting evicted. We stopped having the lights cut off. Telling you a lot of stuff. We stopped being poor. My mom had her own salon, Easter Salon of Beauty, Memphis, Tennessee, Kimball and Lamar. And, you know, I love that woman. That's my adopted mother. You know, I knew her as mom all of my life. She died, me going to the grave of me not knowing. And I mean, she kind of, you know, I favored her to a degree, so I could believe that. And now my dad, I was like, she had to cheat on this dude. He looked like Bill Cosby, you know, and I don't look nothing like Bill Cosby. So, you know, that being said, and sometimes y'all see the pictures in the background. Actually, let's go on a little family tour. Family tour. All right, so we see people I respect. Y'all see this in the background all the time, and people who don't like it, hey, unfriend me, unFacebook me, unYouTube me. That is, I love Malcolm X because my spirit connects to him. Man was a great man, a person more important to me than Martin Luther King. Marcus Garvey was supposed to be greater than him, but I mean, I love what him, but he was one of the forefathers of it. Y'all do your own research on it. I'm not going to go into it. These people I respect. And there's other mentors and spiritual advisors I respect. They're not on this wall because it's just too complicated trying to explain stuff to people. But let's look at me. Look at that. That's me. That's me. That's mama at, so I had to be about 3 here. And this is after she had Andrew. He had to be about right at 2. So she picked up a lot of weight. And this is actually her first child. She had had miscarriages before, and that's how I got into the family. They had been married at this time probably about 10 years. And she had had multiple miscarriages. And look at me. I'm just, hey, you know, it's crazy. I got this suit now. I got a suit just like this. This is it. This is the family. And we're missing my sister because she came. He's 2, so she came 5 years after this when my mom was 40. So this is my family. This is me smiling. Look, begin every picture with a smile, cheesing. Even back then, you know, my mentor told me to smile. That's why I actually say that every time, in every video, with a smile. Peace, health, and wealth came from. Thank you, David. Just some sayings that we came up back in the day and we talked about. And I just pushing forward now. So, but this is it. This is why I got certain things up. You know, I'm not scared to let certain things out. I know there's going to be people who are going to come and they're going to challenge. And, you know, negative forces are just challenges. That's all it is am I built to withstand the onslaught? They're coming. It's nothing I can do about it. Y'all know we have a new president now, Mr. Trump. Y'all know what that means. I think he's a force of change. And Malcolm said it best about Goldwater, didn't you, sir? He's going to show you what it's really about. And you're going to be forced to deal with it. And if you don't, it's the reality of it. You will go the way of the dodo bird. Recycle, start all over, because you're not getting out of this wherever we are, because we are isolated here. I've come to the reality movie. Let me look it up real quick. It's a movie that I was talking about. called Dark City. Now this is crazy. I have Fandango and what's it called it up there, but it don't have IMDb. This thing's weird sometimes. Yeah. I've come to the conclusion, and I'm focused not to lose my mind. Come on now. You know I was putting it. I ain't putting nothing but Dark City in. Dark City, a 1988 science fiction action drama. Very interesting. Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, Rufus Sewell. Very interesting movie. This planet to me is a giant dark city. Of course you go light and day, but we're isolated. It's obviously we're not alone here. But why are we so isolated? I don't know. It's weird. You know, because I'm saying God hasn't been around for 2,000 years. Wouldn't this be a perfect time for God to come back and show God is? I mean, it would go social media, and then people say, well, God comes back on his own time. Duh. You come around on your own time, unless you got to go to work. And your ass better be on time. And God's working. He's working the whole universe. So, hey, maybe God's busy. There's some stuff going on in Alpha Centauri. So, if there's an Alpha Centauri. So, but if you ever haven't seen this movie, Dark City, when you're ready, watch it. Because it's going to shift your mindset. And what's going on and how you see things. I don't even want to play the trailer because the trailer don't even it can't even do the movie justice. But it's excellent, and I'm going to rate it because I'm a member of IMDb. I'm gonna give it 10 stars. You know, but Dark City, man, Dark City, very interesting movie. Very, very, very interesting movie. Very interesting reality that we're in. So, I don't know where else to go with this video other than it's 2017 and I'm talking. Oh, what I'm going to do for the upcoming New Year. I respect Phil and the Advice Show. Like I told you, I used to watch Tommy Sotomayor videos, but I can't be that negative. I can't go in. That's his mission. That is his mission. That is his mission. But I respect Phil with the Advice Show. I respect the Sister Angelique, Radical Home Goddess. And I want a forum where I speak because it's my turn to start, speaking and putting mine on the line. Everybody who knows when you start the journey, you know what that means. All of them know. Now, do I want to go that way? No, I want to go the way of the real Yahshua. How that occurred, and I know what I'm saying, but maybe other people don't. So, but we don't know what the Creator has in store, and that's why that being is the Creator, and no matter what, I'm gonna leave this flesh, let's get real. I'm getting more healthy because I wanna just alleviate the stress. I'm getting to meditation and Tai Chi and working out because I want to do better for my health. And I'm cultivating myself in 2 years. I know I'm going to meet my wife to be, second wife, that's going to should end this journey with me. So that's the promise that I feel like God has made, and I know where I'm supposed to go to meet her. So I'm working that direction. I'm working that direction. If anybody out there has been in this video this long and they're in love with me and saying, oh man, I'm going to marry him, you need to talk to God. You literally need to talk to God. And if you are the one, God's going to tell you what he's told me and or she's told me. And, we'll go from there. But other than that, look, I'm 42, I hadn't been married 19 years, hadn't had any kids in 16 years. I just haven't been happy. You know, my sister got look at a little baby crying every time she see him. By the way, all them little kids used to do. Even Easter used to do that. She used to sit there and cry, you know, about stuff. But, you know, for those who say, I'm really not close to my family. What you saw is something I wanted to show to people. I hadn't spent Christmas with them in 2 years. They stayed less than 30 miles from where I stay. They're struggling, you know. My brother's struggling spiritually and mentally. My sister's struggling mentally, spiritually, financially, socially, you know. And I'm trying to maintain some kind of order, you know, because I'm so-called oldest and they're isolated. I guess my brother communicates with his family more, but, you know, I'm a black sheep, so there's no communication. I don't talk to the grandma who's still alive, aunts, uncles, cousins. Well, one cousin secretly connects to me. Facebook, sure, I don't know. And interesting, I lost a cousin that when I got out of high school, I used to hang with and work out with all the time. Big Lee Williams, man, God, dog, man, looked like Mr. Olympia when he died and just dropped dead in a car, just at the steering wheel, gone. And man, he couldn't have been more than 3-4 years older than me. And that was just a couple months ago. He ain't Big Lee anymore. We call it Big Lee because me and him were playing football together and he wanted to bulk up. You know, man went from 220 to 300 pounds eating 2 loaves of bread every day. That dude crazy. But you know, he would do any kind of supplements. And I was right behind him. Yo, man, I'm a creatine. I'm gonna get that too. And I'm already big. I'm like, I'm just bulking, you know? So, to Maxwell, neighbor, friend, ex-co-worker, met him because he was my downstairs neighbor in Atlanta. Known him for 10 years, since 2005. So 11 years, really. Man. Still friends with his brother. He gone. The guy who helped me in Atlanta, Guy Wade. Man, Guy Wade. Maxwell, you sing this song, going to get paid. No stranger danger, gotta get paid. Guy Wade. Took a bullet to the heart, defending a rich man's car. Jamaican millionaire, working for a Jamaican millionaire as personal protection, was killed by a female who insisted on driving the car that she said he promised her, and reached for his gun, and gun went off, shot him under the armpit, into the heart, killed him. He died 4 or 5 days right after Maxwell. Bruce Barton, police officer. You know, like I told you, man, I know some very good people of other races. Bruce Barton is a white officer in Atlanta, Georgia. Worked with him for years at Perimeter Mall. And man, loved conversating with him. Always gave me good advice. Was just a good man. I think he died of a heart attack. John Waters, investigator, always on Sunday smiling. Man, you joke with me. I'm a hot country guy from Georgia. PA, retired. Man told me a statement one time, said, I want the kingdom of heaven and earthly wealth at the same time. I said, you can't serve 2 masters. He said, why you can't? You know, because I mean, he was a good man. He was doing for his family. He was good with his friends, man. Just, they're gone now. And I know we get older and people older than us pass, but Prince, Vanity, man, these people from my childhood, they're gone. You know, they're gone. You know, Princess Leia just passed. You know, and their mom right after, and I've seen this cycle over and over again. You know, Zsa Zsa Gabor, she just passed. 2016, people were like saying, oh, it's taking out people after people. One of my friends, good friends, his good friend had to defend his family against his father-in-law, who went crazy and started shooting up the place. And he had concealed carry and had to use his gun to keep his children and his other family from being killed by their father-in-law. Gone. That guy, I mean, he's a hero. He defended his family. He's not gone, but the suspect, the father-in-law, gone. Just so much death this year, or last year. Whoa, not 2017, but it's coming. That's what it is. People are gonna die. People are gonna move on. We're not living to the 120 years that we were so-called promised. 60 years for a black person is a long time, and I'm at 42. So that's why I got to get my health in order, because I need another 78 years. I got a lot to do, a lot to accomplish. So I'm just putting it out there. These are a lot of thoughts. The job that I had for 3.5 years, and a little under 3.5 years, gone. I was radically ejected from it. And I look back on it now as I'm healing. I talked for years about moving on and getting out of that field. I did security and corrections for 23 years of my life. And the last 3.5, almost 3.5 years, I worked nights. I'd be off on the weekends, didn't go anywhere, didn't do anything. Man, I'm Uber driving, I'm looking at, dang, there's a lot of stuff to do in Dallas. A lot of places to go if you want to hang out. I'm taking people all over the place now. I'm like, man, what is this? Oh, it's this. Actually, I'm telling people stuff now. So, but I'm no longer there. Change. But I was radically ejected. And the same day I was able to call the company that I was with right before them, and they put me at a tower. And something, I don't want to say because the person told me not to say it, something miraculously happened. I mean, because I opened my mouth and I said something to somebody. I said, hey, do you know anybody in this field? I'm really looking, trying to change careers and move on to something that's a noble career. He said, yeah, instantaneously. Called them up. If you're still with me this long, 27 minutes into this video, this is the gym. This is what I really want to talk about. Instantaneously called them up. Good friend of them. Got me an interview, got me a resume, the application. I'm, oh God, filling stuff out in freehand. Oh man, we type everything now. It looked childish. Interviewed, I was scared to interview, but I was like, what I got to lose, I said, if I don't get this by March, I'm gonna get in that Uber ride. I'm just gonna drive to Seattle and just drive Uber until I get my mind right. Just live. But it put me in a different situation. Now I'm in a different career. And what does that mean? How long would that last? I want it to last 20 years. But look, I'm doing these videos because I want to change my destiny totally. Because Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat is a way for people to generate wealth. I have ideas for jewelry, for clothing, things that I don't really talk about, but I'm meeting people that I want to press forward. A book idea, but I look at people like Ralph Smart, who's put out a book, Ty's Conscious Kitchen, who's put out a cookbook, multiple cookbooks, big YouTube channel, Phil with the Advice Show. I remember starting watching Phil's channel when he was less than 60,000 subscribers back in 2012, and telling my friends, man, I love how this guy's talking. And he's got 3 channels that I know of, and we're talking about over almost 300 million views and, almost, 700,000 subscribers probably for all his channels. And that's huge. That's huge. In 4 years, that's putting in work. And these people will start generating revenue that way. And that's what I'm focused on now. I feel like my life journey can help others, can help the millions, if not billions, of people struggle every day. And Dr. Sebi's lifestyle is underrated. Alkaline vegan lifestyle is underrated in the diet health community tremendously. Look, the food list is limited, but there's so much you can do off of that. And truth, your fat ass don't need to be eating all this garbage anyway. You've done it all your life. It's time to give it up and start saving some money, eating less, and doing more with your life, being healthy, getting out, doing stuff. Stop gorging at a damn buffet and get out and live life. Eat a little bowl of food and live healthy and have some pride about yourself, health about yourself. You know, I'm talking to me. Just because I'm looking in the camera, I'm talking to me. I don't mean to offend anybody. But your fat ass need to be offended. Simple as that. You're doing the same stuff over and over and expecting some kind of radical change. Same stupid ass diets over and over. Excuse my parlez-vous français, French. You know, expecting change. It's insanity. There's no change. You have to change. So I'm going to promote that until the day I'm no longer, because it works. Dr. Sebi's Lifestyle, my 4th video of 2017 will be how Dr. Sebi Lifestyle works. I'm going to make that video in just a minute. Post it in a couple days from now. We don't need to post all these videos at the same time. But it works. It works. The herbs work. University ES shows, hey, you can make your own herbs. And she ain't the only one. There's so many other people. So when they try to come out the herb, there's thousands of people who are Dr. Sebi. I need a I am Dr. Sebi shirt. Start wearing that. Because there's thousands, if not millions, of people who are out there ready, who are going to push it. And, you know, we look at technology now. Do you not know that Nikola Tesla invented what you call the radio remote control, the cell phone, the Wi-Fi, all these things over 100 years ago? And now they're starting to come because they done figured out a way to charge you for it now, or your cell phones, computers, and game systems. These people are into control. These beings are here to control you. And you're either going to break free from this hell and rebel, or you're going to keep being controlled and this hell is going to continue and your ass will not go anywhere. You will continue. This ain't for me. You will continue this existence over and over again because this will be your hell. And every time you come back, you're going to experience your hell over and over again and be in a repetition. And sooner or later, your conscience is going to start waking up. It's going to start saying, something's wrong. And there's so many people saying it now. Something's wrong. This ain't right. It ain't making no sense. So, time to wake up, people. Time to wake up. I'm here to do my part. If it's the will of the Most High, I'll do my part as long as possible. Don't want to go the way of the dodo bird stupidly. But whatever's whatever. So, if you're here this long, almost 30, it is 33 minutes into this video. I'm going to leave you with a smile. Wish you peace, health, and wealth on your journey. And that's it. I'm going to just keep pushing them out there. So, until next time.